Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have possibly the final episode in my Disneyland sub-series in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge thing. This is 2025 as I'm filming this, and it is the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. It opened up July 17th, 2025, and Disney Plus has created and launched a series of different walkthrough point of view videos that give you a chance to see what it's like to be in Disneyland without the crowds or spending lots of money on a ticket. And they're great. They're fantastic. So I've been doing that for the last 16 or so weeks. Last week we did an episode with the Disney princesses doing a concert outside the castle, which included Jodie Benson and Paige O'Hara and Alati Cravalho and just a whole bunch of princesses. Yeah, and I'd never say her name right. I'm sorry. But today we have a 2020 ABC special that's called "The Happiest Story on Earth: The 70 Years of Disneyland." So this little special edition documentary. It's about an hour and 24 minutes long. It says it's one season. Again, I never know how they want to title this stuff, but it appeared on ABC as of 2020 special a few months ago, I suppose. I'm not sure exactly when, but yeah, it's an hour and 24 minutes, and gives you a behind-the-scenes look at not just how Disneyland was created, the inspiration for it, where it came out of Walt's head, and all the things that made him go, you know what, I need to make a theme park. I need to make a park that is both based on the place he grew up and also your wildest fantasies, from Adventureland to Fantasyland to Frontierland to why can't I say Tomorrowland? All those things and everything in between, where you enter here into I've already screwed up his quote, but yeah, welcome to Disneyland. So this is very lighthearted. It's not kind of a documentary that's kind of a grind where you're learning things. You certainly do learn a lot, but you do find a lot of this footage in other documentaries that are available on Disney Plus as well. But this is a whole lot of new footage, and it's hosted by Chris Connolly. I remember, if you're old enough, you'd remember him as the news guy, one of the news guys on MTV. Yeah. He's kind of got that. He's got a good voice to kind of be the narrator for all of this, but he also gets a lot of celebrities, or from everybody from like Neil Patrick Harris and Josh Gad, Olaf, Stephanie Beatriz, Maribel. You get Jamie Lee Curtis. I said Jamie Lee Curtis, right? Jon Favreau, and of course Kevin Feige from Marvel. All of these things you get people who grew up loving Disney and loving the worlds that it created, the characters they invented, and also grew into being part of this massive multimedia juggernaut that is Disney, exemplified in a very real sense in Disneyland, the very first park and the only park that Walt has ever been to in Anaheim, California. My experience with Disneyland started, I was a teenager and went to Walt Disney World one time, a good many number of decades ago, and it was magical. But I didn't get to go to Disneyland for the first time until 2004 when my company had a company picnic. And they gave us a little spot to have our food and do company things at the Grand Californian, some little grassy area outside. And then they gave us free passes to the parks. And I think my very first ride at Disneyland was California Screamin', which is now the Incredicoaster. I'm pretty sure that was it. I kind of hope that I got on the limousine ride, but my brain is mixing. That memory might not exist. I might just remember watching a YouTube video. I'm not sure. Well, whether you're a big fan of Disney or you've been having problems with supporting Disney over the last few months due to certain things, you can't deny that it's a humongous part of American history, and it has had a positive effect on people from around the world, especially children. It's a place where you can't be ashamed of exploring your imagination and traveling to new worlds and setting the real world behind you, even just for a little bit. Yes, it's a massive mega corporation that is never going to change. It is twice as much as expensive as it was now when I got my first annual pass in 2012. But I've only been to it once this year. I was fortunate enough to get a pass from somebody, and I made the most of it. And watching this, just like all the point of view walkthrough videos that we've had over the last few months, I really miss it. I really do. So in this, you kind of get to revisit not only the history, but you get to see the future of what is coming to Disneyland, including, well, especially California Adventure. There are hints at what is going to be happening, some quick little looks at what will be happening in Avengers Campus, with the help of Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he's gone to the Imagineer place and given his opinion on things, even though he's not an Imagineer, but he is Iron Man. He is Tony Stark. And yeah, it will tie highly, from the looks of it, it will tie into Endgame. Because you know what happened in Endgame. So, so what we do is you get a lot of history, you get a lot of future, and you get to see real people, not just celebrities, and their experiences with the park, the cast members and their experiences at the park, and the people who really made this all happen from day one, July 17th, 1955, and before and ever since, the Imagineers. Bob Gurr, Tony Baxter all appear in this, and a number of former Imagineers and some that we've lost long ago, but still have an impact on the joy and the experience that you have when you go to the Disney parks. So it kind of gave me all the feels when I watched it. Yeah, it is longer than I expected it to be, but it's for me. I appreciate the story of how it came together and how Walt, despite everybody telling him no, don't do it, don't do this. You're just gonna lose a ton of money. It's gonna fail. It's gonna. Come on, Walt. Just keep making movies like Snow White and Cinderella. That's where their money is. We can retire now. We've made all the money. No. From his love of the train, a love of trains, transport us all around the park, to recreating the main street of his hometown, and then just dipping us into different realities with just a few steps on the spokes from the center wheel. And the castle right there in the middle. All of this, along with the people who just were mostly set designers, not architects. There were movie people putting together and designing what would become Disneyland, is a kind of an amazing thing. If you've never been to Disneyland or any of the Disney parks, and I've gone to Walt Disney World many times, and I've been to Disneyland more than all of them, and I've even been to Tokyo Disneyland earlier this year. There's nothing like the original. They each have their charms, and I will go back to any of them any chance I get, and I want to go to all of them someday. But the original is home. When I had a pass, which I do not, and I have not since the pandemic, but when I had a pass, I'd go at least 3 times a month, almost every week. And sometimes I would just go in the evening, and I would just walk in and just get dinner, hit a few rides here and there, and maybe buy a few souvenirs, buy lots of food, always end with a churro. And it just sort of, all the horror of the normal life that we were living at that time, especially in the last few years, kind of melted away. And when they added Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, that was just, sometimes I just go there and spend most of my time just sitting, just walking, just breathing in another galaxy far, far away. And each and every one of us has a different story, a different thing that really makes Disneyland work for you. It could be just taking your kids, like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle actually appear in this, talking about how it's great. She grew up in Southern California. He went with his brother and his mom, Princess Diana, to Walt Disney World when they were very little, and it was just, it's magic. And to be able to relive these things that they both know with their own children is, if you're a parent, you understand. Even though it's expensive, even though you've just spent all the money for vacations for the next 5 years, or you've just, it can sometimes be utterly frustrating with long lines because it's so popular. I don't ever want to really bag on the bad experiences of Disneyland because nothing's perfect, but it is what you make of it, and the good almost always outweighs the bad when you get a chance to immerse yourself in it. This is a great overview of what it took for Disneyland to be created and evolve over 70 years. I can't imagine what the 100th anniversary will be like. I had a pass during the 60th anniversary. I don't even think they did it this much for the 60th anniversary. Yeah, they changed the coloring and sold plenty of merch with 60 on it, and they certainly did that with the 70th. But yeah, this is something else. 75. Oh gosh, they'll with 75 they're going to do a half-decade anniversary as well. So that should be crazy. Get ready for that. We'll have a new Avengers ride and maybe a few others. Oh, and an Avatar ride by that point, and new areas built out. That wasn't talked about in here, but there's talk of a whole new land area being built out beyond Winnie the Pooh's dead end, the Tiana's ride experience. So I have to knock down a few more parking lots to make that happen. If you're a lover of Disneyland, or if maybe your love is Walt Disney World, that's all right. If you want to get a feel for where it all started, this is something you should watch. And just seeing the experiences of some of the first kids that were there, and seeing the experiences of some kids that got in through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and some of one of the experiences of one of the kids that got to come through that is pretty fantastic. But yeah, no, it's about all of us. It's all about all of us regular people, and being able to live in another world, even just for a day, is kind of fantastic. And for those of you who can afford to come here for many, many days in a row, visiting from out of town. I'm excited to get back there one of these days. I do know an Imagineer. Maybe I'll get a pass. Somebody gave me a pass earlier this year, and that was very generous of them because it had to be used by a certain time, and I jumped on it. I had to. So I think that's it for my Disney run, unless they add something new in the next few days or weeks. So thanks for coming along with me. If you missed any of my little videos about that I make, that I released every Sunday since July 17th, definitely go back and search out Disneyland 70th, and you'll find all my videos for that as part of this series. But of course, you can look up Disneyland 70th on Disney Plus and find all those videos and experience it for yourself. It's pretty fantastic and really well put together, and they're only like sometimes 2-3 minutes long each, because some of those rides you stand in line longer than you actually ride the ride. But that's the way it works. We make small sacrifices. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 24. I don't have anything picked for tomorrow. I know I've had a lot of stuff that I've already picked. 24 is what we have next. 24. All right. Understand, out of everything that we have, that I have left, that I have not watched on Disney Plus, and we're coming up on my 6th year anniversary, 6 full years of watching something every day. That's what the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge is about. Every day a video has been released since Disney Plus launched. Coming up on the 6-year anniversary of Disney Plus, and a few days after that, my 2200th episode. We may just make it to episode 2300 by the time we're done. We'll see. But tomorrow, the reason I said all that is because it's mostly documentaries that I have left. 3/4 of what is left is pretty much documentaries, but they're all different kinds. The category is documentaries, reality shows, and concerts, live performances, things like that. So it's not always a learning thing about animals and nature or architecture or science or whatever else, which are all good. But this one is a perpetual type of documentary or docu-series that are all over Disney Plus. This is about taking care of animals. We love them. In this case, it's Dr. K. This is Dr. K's Exotic Animal ER. That's what we're watching next. Dr. K handles all the exotic animals, not your puppies and kitties. No, not just the local ones in your neighborhood. This is exotic animals. I don't know what qualifies as that, but we'll find out. Dr. K's Exotic Animal ER is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.